Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 28 of Completionist Progress. In the last episode, I finally got back into Slayer and I got some pretty big upgrades. I upgraded my gear, I got 99 strength, and I managed to get really lucky on my Sire task and finish the bludgeon you see here. Since then though, I've been busy with a few things, which is why I'm not starting on my skills, but the thing I wanted to start this episode with is I decided to continue Sire, and I got another Unsired. So, yeah, let's go see what that is. I mean, it could be the start of the next bludgeon, or it could just be something like an Abyssal Dagger, or maybe even the pet, or even an Abyssal Whip, which I don't have on the collection log yet, so that's kind of useful. But yeah, aside from, getting the Unsired, another thing I've done between episodes is I got a little bit of an upgrade, because, I now have a Bandos chestplate. So I should go back to Arclight there. So yeah, now my gear looks far less newbie. Just need to do something about that fire cape someday. Probably not anytime soon. But yeah, let's see what this Unsired is. Okay, I'm fine with that. It's the first jar for the collection log, and at least it's not starting on a huge bludgeon hunt, so for the sake of collection log, that's fine, although I hope I don't get too many more in the future. But yeah, that's an interesting way to start off the episode. Okay, so this might be a bit out of the blue, but one of my friends lent me a Dragon Hunter Lance when I got Iron Dragons for Slayer, and he hasn't asked for it back yet, so since I had it lying about, I wanted to do some KBD, and I started with 800 kill count, and I ended up getting 1,000, so since I did a little update for Mole for 2,000, I thought it was worth doing an update here at KBD. So far, no luck on the pet, and not... Okay, here's some interesting thing. One, I did get a shield left half. I think I even have a screenshot of that because it was my first one since the collection log. And the other thing, in 200 kills, I got 7 KBD heads. Now, this actually has taken my average, because in 800 kills, I actually had a low amount of KBD heads. Now I have way over the rate, so it's just insane. I've been getting so many KBD heads here. I don't know why. I'd really like the pet instead, but oh well, still under the pet rate, not going to complain about that. But yeah, 1,000 KBD kills, not 2,000 yet. If I didn't end up getting an Unsired, this is how I was going to start off the episode. There we are, 92 rune crafting. I mentioned that I did want to try and go for 99 rune crafting over this year, and since I've been at home a lot more due to the whole lockdown over virus stuff, yeah, I've been working on rune crafting, and the reason I didn't start on my skills this episode is because I already had 91 and I wanted to save that till I got 92, which, you know, takes quite a while, rune crafting and all. Also, I think I forgot to mention it, but I did get 93 defense right before 1k KC at KBD, like at 990 or something. I think I wanted to mention in the KBD clip and forgot, but yeah, I got 93 defense and also 92 rune crafting. So, you know what that means? Yep, only 3 levels now to Wrath runes. It has been a while now, but I finally managed to finish that task of Sire. It's seriously been like 2 weeks since I first got it, but yeah, up to 250 KC, great number to end on. I didn't get any Unsired after the 4th one, but, well, in 242 kills, I got 4 Unsired, 4 Brimstone Keys, 2 Elite Clues, and according to the loot tracker, around 11.8 million loot. I mean, I did use a decent bit on supplies like the Divine Potions, but still, I probably made pretty good profit there. But, yeah. So, what is the next task? Rune Dragons. That's an awesome task. Well, hopefully it's going to be back to a normal pace of Slayer where there's not a lot of clips, but I might end up getting some other bosses or notable things, so we'll have to wait and see. And here we have the first Slayer level of the grind, only 2 more to go now. That 91 Slayer clip might just be the shortest clip I've ever recorded. But one thing I forgot to mention is that 91 Slayer unlocks Cerberus, and while I could boost with Pies before if I got a task in Taverley for Hellhounds, now I can also get as a boss task, so hopefully we'll see a Cerberus task soonish or not too far in the future. But aside from that, I decided after every Slayer level, I'm going to open up the caskets I've been getting, because I've been doing clues during Slayer, and I have a few caskets saved up, not that many. So this one I don't even know what it... Okay, well I guess I'm going to do this master clue before opening the others, but yeah, I forget where I even got this medium clue, but I had it, thought I'd open with the rest, so guess we have a master clue to do now. Okay, I got the master casket, so now let's resume opening the clues. And, oh, that's a neat thing. I don't think I had one of those before. Not worth much though, but eh. And nothing for the hard clues. I think I'll just toss the stuff in here and sort it out in a second. But yeah, I am really hoping I can get a Mimic. We have 2 Elites and 1 Master, so... Well, I got a Brimhaven Black Demons and decided to skip it because I just did Taverley Black Demons the other task. And, Avalanches. Oh boy, this means I have to learn Kriara. Good news, I managed to finish the Avalanches task at Kriara, and I had like 3 KC before I started, so a fairly good amount of KC for the task, and as you can see, I got myself an Armadillo Helm, which is decent, but actually not that big of a deal because I probably spent like 5 mil in chins, and it's only worth about 5 mil, so yeah. But look here at the collection log though, that's my first Armadillo drop, so... At least I got a drop, because if I didn't, I would have went negative on that task. But hopefully in the future, I might be able to get myself an Armadillo chestplate or chain skirt, because I don't have those right now. So it'd be kind of cool if I could get them on Slayer. But yeah, well, back to normal Konar tasks now, and to see what I get. The number of back-to-back Slayer clips is starting to bother me, but this is notable because not only is it a Cal Fight test that I can kill KQ on, but KQ still does have some completionist stuff because I need to get the KC for the Tattered Head. So, yeah, I have my bludgeon, I have some pretty good gear now, let's go kill KQ. Oh, and also, in my last task, I got 94 defense. I was going to try and record it, but I missed it. So, yeah, 94 defense, getting decently close to 99 defense now, at least with how Slayer's been going. I've been grinding away at KQ and I finally got something notable. A Dragon Chain Body. So this is actually the first time I've gotten a Dragon Chain Body since the collection log came out. And it's also the first Dragon Chain Body I've gotten since I used mine when I got 99 smithing. So it's not that notable of a drop. But it's notable to me because I've been waiting to get another one because I just like how the Dragon Chain Body looks. But aside from that, I probably won't have any other clips from this KQ task unless I happen to get a Jar of Sand or Pet, because I won't hit the KC for the Tattered Head this task, but I'll get pretty close. So I know I said that would probably be it for KQ unless I got a Jar or Pet, but I just got a D-Chain. Literally 2 kills after that previous D-Chain. Wow. When I need a break from some of my other ghosts, I decided to start working on aerial fishing because there's a lot of things here that are beneficial to me, and it also is a very large grind to finish everything here. So far I managed to get 96 fishing, and I also managed to get up to 100 pearls, which is notable because now I can get my first item, which will be the pearl rod. I consider just going straight for the fish sack, which is 1,000, which is why this will be such a long grind here to get all the rods and the fish sack. But the pearl rod's the only of the rods that really benefits me. Like, I can see myself maybe AFKing, anglers or sacred eels, but I can't really see myself doing infernal eels right now because they're actually less profit than sacred eels and not that much better experience. And I don't really see myself doing much barbarian fishing or, what's the other one? Fly fishing. So I don't really need the other rods that badly. But aside from that, I estimate it will take like 53 hours or so for me to get all the rewards here, which is a considerable amount of time. And in that time, I'll likely get around 800k cooking experience, which will almost be 99, and like 2.7 mil fishing experience, which will also almost be 99, as well as 3.5 mil hunter experience, which should get me around like 95 or so, give or take. So, I don't know, this is a grind that I don't expect to do all in one go. I doubt I'm going to get the fish sack anytime soon, but it'll at least be nice to work on the rods because I can store them in the player-owned house, free up some bank space, and I also really would like to get the golden tench. I got it on leagues, but I don't have it on here. So, I don't know, we'll have to see how it goes though. The 53 hours is assuming I also get tenches on rate, so I can trade them in for extra pearls. But, yeah, this is going to be a pretty lengthy grind, and also do alternate between the more AFK method, like I'm doing now, and the more intensive method. So, I don't know, it's something I'll be working at in the coming weeks and months. One thing I've been wanting to work on for a bit now is Herb Lore, and since I finally have a bit of money that I'm not really sure where to spend, I thought now would be a good time. So there is 93 Herb Lore. Originally I was actually just going to go for 92 to get it up a bit and so I could make super amplifiers without boosting. But I decided to get 93 because this means I can use Botanical Pie to boost for the Divine Super Combats, so I can make them myself now instead of having to, just buy them. And I've been going through quite a bit doing Slayer. Also, on top of that, I have been doing some rune crafting in the background, and I got 93. So, yeah, some pretty nice milestones. As you can see in the chat box, I finally managed to finish this cow fight task because, well, KQ can take a while, and I've been a bit busy over the past week and not able to do as much KQ. But if we look here at the collection log, I want to show you some of the drops I got, because I did get the 2D chains, but following that I got a KQ head, and then a KQ head and a D2H, so overall it was a pretty good task. My loot tracker shows 8.5 mil, but I also did go through a lot of sharks and super combat, so probably not that much profit overall, but I did get 12 magic seeds, 420 Zami wines, the 2D chains, and some other pretty nice loot, so it at least was a profitable task, and now I have more KQ heads than I need, because I didn't need more KQ heads. But I still need the tattered KQ head. Oh well. But now I can get back to normal Slayer, so hopefully the experience will pick up again. Well, I've been grinding away at Slayer, and I've got through quite a few tasks now. But yeah, there is 95 defense, which is also 2,225 total. Aside from 95 defense here, I did also get 94 rune crafting and 91 hunter. I was actually thinking of going for 92 hunter, but I managed to get hunter just above Slayer, so I could put tiers on Slayer, and then I just was grinding Slayer a bunch, and now it's way ahead of hunter. So, I don't know, maybe in the future we'll be able to get hunter above Slayer, but for the moment, I'm aiming to try and get 92 Slayer. Well, maybe not soon, but not too far in the future. Also, drakes are kind of a drag. I'm really hoping I can get that lance for my friend again, because he was going to lend it to me, and then I had to go for a bit, and now he's not on. So, yeah, the rapier it is. I think I might actually try the Dragon Hunter crossbow, even though they're resistant to range. Anyway, but yeah, Slayer's been going well. Also, just to note, I did get a Granite Maul, a Brine Saber, and a Dark Mystic Robe Top, which I think were all new for the collection log. So, yeah. Good news is I've managed to get a Drake's Tooth drop off these guys. It's only worth like 60k, but that's good because now I just have to get their other drop. I think the Claw, that one's actually worth like a mil. But if I get the other one, that means I can, stop doing these guys. Because the only reason I'm doing the Kepos monsters here is to get stuff for the collection log. Also, I got a hard clue alongside the Drake's Tooth, so that's kind of neat. Huh. Well, as you can see, I managed to get the Dragon Hunter lance off my friend to finish up the task. And, I managed to get another Drake's Tooth. If only that was the Claw, then I would be done here. But at least with the lance, they do go a lot faster. So after sitting here staring at this for a few minutes now, I'm still at a loss of words and a bit short on breath because, oh my god, I just got the Kriara pet. So, yeah, I had another Slayer task at Kriara. If we check here, I still have 6 left out of the 242. And after several trips, and one trip where I immediately got comboed and lost like 200 chins, yeah, I finally got something of note. And it happened to be the pet at 112 KC, which is just mind-boggling. Because I actually was a bit annoyed of Kriara, because, I mean, the only unique I've got is the helm. I'm in the negative because chins cost more than the helm's worth, and I haven't got any other uniques and, like, nothing else of value. But I think this kind of makes up for it. And, yeah, this is my cash stack right now. These black chins have really taken a lot out of it. So, yeah, a while back, though, I was wondering what the first boss pet I'd get is. And technically, I mean, you could argue Wintertodd's a skilling boss, so, Phoenix is a boss pet. Or you could even argue that, Skotizo, or Skotos here, was the first boss pet, technically. But, the first proper boss pet I got was Kriara, which I honestly can't say I saw coming, because, I mean, when do I ever kill Kriara? I only unlocked it recently and just started doing Slayer tasks and only have 100 KC. I would have expected, like, Mole or KBD, or Vorkath even, but nope, I got a bird. Or second bird, actually. Huh. Anyway, but yeah, so this is really awesome. I mean, I still need to do Kriara for the collection log, and I still don't have Armadillo armor, as you can see. And I was hoping to, get my own Armadillo, and I only got the helmet. But, well, I got the pet at least, so that's something. Now I don't need to prioritize it as much, though I still want to try and getting some Armadillo armor and turning my, drop luck around, not my pet luck around. So, yeah, I'm still just taking this in, though, because this is a really awesome pet. It's probably one of the rarer and cooler pets in the game. And to get it at such a low KC after having such bad luck with the boss otherwise is really awesome. Also, I'm not going to kill more QR for the last 6 because I ran out of ecumenical keys. So I need to restock those and probably just get these last few kills on normal Ariances. Huh, well that was an interesting time to get this task. So Hellhounds and Taverley means I can finally fight Cerberus, and I'm 91 Slayer so I don't need to boost for it. But I got it when I'm 300 experience away from 92 Slayer. And when I got 92 Slayer, I was going to stop doing Konar, which means I'd not only have those clues I've been saving up to open, but also all my Konar keys. Now, the reason I decided to stop doing Konar is just because I will need to come back to Konar later anyway for when I have Hydras. So I figured before 95 it doesn't make a lot of sense to do a bunch of Konar, because I really don't need anything from Konar but the keys to try and get the uniques for the collection log. And I'm kind of, I guess, over, doing Konar and the area-based stuff, and kind of would like to do Duradel and be able to do stuff like, Black Demons at Demonic Gorillas, Grado Demons at Zami God Wars, and just have a bit more variety in, where I can go, or even if I just want to, focus a bit more on just, high experience tasks, like doing Trolls at Ice Trolls for higher experience and that sort of stuff, so I can get to 93 quicker. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna, I have one clue here I still need to do for my last task of Necreals, but I'm gonna get this clue done, and then we'll have Konar keys to open, and clues to open, and then Cerberus to fight. Before we open these caskets, there's one other thing I forgot to mention from earlier. So if we look here in the collection log, yeah, I got a Dragon Spear on that Necreal task. So, pretty lucky, and first one for the collection log, so at least that's something. But, yeah, if I do get a Master Clue, though, I will stop doing that. But otherwise, we just have these to open. Anything of note? Ooh! Well, at least that's a good gilded piece. Because, well, I actually don't think it's in the collection log. I can actually just check real quick. Yeah, I did get a gilded skirt way back before the collection log. So, I don't know. At least it's, something. And let's just grab that, and let's just pick that up. So, I don't know, gilded is very rare. It's one of those things like, oh, it could have been third age, but it actually is a lot more common in third age. So, not that disappointed. And, oh, I already got one of those. I thought it was one of those fancy kits, but not that fancy. And, okay, that just filled up the inventory. And now we have these 2 elites. So, can we get a Mimic? No, but we did get a Dragon Cane. And Mimic? No. Darn. Oh, well, maybe in the next batch of clues I'll finally get that Mimic I've been hunting for. Because it is actually the last song I have now is the Mimic. I did get the Nightmare tracks. But we still have some Brimstone keys. Actually, how many do we have? 51. I forget if I ever opened this before. I know I did on Leagues, but nope, I never opened on here. So let's just spam it and see what we can get. I might speed this up if it starts taking too long. But the goal would be, well, one, just profit, because I've been saving these up, and, I could use more money for things. As you saw when I insured the pet, my cash stack's not doing so great right now. But also, any of the uniques would be good for the collection log, although they're rare enough that, this is not not one of those, impossible grinds like all the third age, but it's definitely not an easy grind to complete. I'm not really expecting, if I get one in this lot, that would be lucky, I think, so. But, yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to speed it up now. Okay, so there's all 51, and according to my loot tracker, it's around 5.6 mil, which is a decent bit of money to get back from all that Konar Slayer. But, yeah, so that's gonna be the end of Konar Slayer for now. Well, the Hellhound task, but after that, it's gonna be the end of Konar Slayer for now. And there is my first Cerberus kill and 92 Slayer. It actually died a little quicker than I was expecting there. But, yeah, it seems like a overall easy boss, even though the prayer drain's a bit annoying. I was going to call it there and save the Cerberus task for next episode, but I ended up really enjoying the boss. It's a nice and pretty easy boss compared to the stuff I've been doing like Kriar and Sire and even KQ. But unfortunately, in the 162 kills, the only unique I got was teleport scrolls. So that's a little disappointing because it's a 1 in 128 to get an ed unique, although chances are there's a lot of bad ones like the Pegasian Crystal, so probably wouldn't have been much. And I also did get lucky with the Kiara pet, so really shouldn't expect much. But I did get 3 more Brimstone keys, and since I'm done with Konar for the moment, I figured I might as well open them up now to end off this episode and resist getting a Konar task because I'm going to switch to Duradel and probably redo my blocks and some other stuff too. So yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end off this episode though. I made a fair bit of progress. I mean, we're getting closer to the Slayer level. Actually got a fair bit of experience from that Hellhound task because Cerberus is not that bad of experience even if it's not that great per hour. And yeah, we got a new pet, which also, just to mention, remember a while back, there was that whole pet pattern thing. I was getting a pet every 5 episodes, and then sometime after episode 20, I didn't get it on the 20th episode or the 25th, but I'm still averaging a pet every 5 episodes. So, yeah, that's kind of notable. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, goodbye.